How are you doing?
That's incredibly intimidating.
It's doing alright.
Good evening, brother. I'm
Come
gonna
on,
need you
it's
to
not
stay
that
right
bad.
there. They're still finalizing preparations.
Gotcha. That's entirely fine. I'm good at standing in the darkness.
Well, you can step into the door frame, but you don't have to stay all the way back there.
Just do not get past us. That's all we ask.
Fair. Oh, why am I getting pinged now?
Yes, I've been wonderful. But it's going to be better when the guests arrive.
Soon they should.
A unicorn manifested out of me. Do not
I'm hearing things
chop me
correctly.
like...
Correct?
Other hosts are down there.
Many things.
Was that a unicorn? Or something like unicorn?
Yeah,
Must
that was
be
a unicorn.
I believe so, brother. There's a whole lot of homosexual energy coming from that end of the room. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother.
I mean,
I gotta be strong to survive it
yes,
then.
indeed.
there should be a lot coming off me too.
But do you want to survive it though?
I got the invitation and I'm gonna use it. Oh, my back.
That's nice.
Oh, I just came up from the guard job. God damn it, back. The guests are taking a while to join.
Yes, they sure are.
The roads were a bit busy. Some of them are probably just, caught in a traffic jam. Or lost.
This is why the motorcycle is the best, because it's gonna squeeze between the traffic.
I'm more of a legs guy. I prefer just walking.
There's good cardio, brother.
Indeed.
Such a beautiful night.
It is lovely. It makes me very happy that there's low lights in here. So many places just ruins the nighttime with way too flashy lights.
That is very true.
You mean the Omerta kitchen?
That place hurts me to be in.
Opens the door, just like immediately.
My eyes were built for caves. I can barely handle the fucking lights in the streets.
We're kicking off in a minute, brothers.
Splendid. I hope the others don't come too late.
Technical difficulties. Oh, they
Yeah.
should be along soon enough.
We can hope. I was gonna say we can pray, but that might hurt some of them.
Yeah. Pretty good bet.
Just to clarify, the guest doesn't join the VC, right? Guest doesn't join.
Sorry, brother, I can't hear you over the voices in my head.
Oh, I know
The
that
guest
feeling.
doesn't join the VC, right? Or do we join?
Nah, you don't need to join the VC.
Alright, just making sure.
Ah, you're alright, brother.
So where's the rest? I mean, I'm pretty sure there should be more people.
I'm sure they're just fashionably late.
Maybe they had too much to drink at that Chicago event earlier today.
And now
Yeah, they're missing out.
we didn't drink that much, okay? I just came back from the ships from there.
I've actually never been there. I don't know how much everyone drinks. I can just only guess a lot considering.
No, ever like one glass of pint at best.
Oh, okay. It's kind of weak, honestly. Like not even a mug, just the pint.
I mean, it was Chicago special though.
And how strong is the Chicago special?
Just like a bit more than a regular beer, I guess.
Okay, that's still like under the normal levels of vodka, so still kind of weak. Like
Yeah.
just a pint. Come on. You do a
Okay,
bit
I
more.
don't know. I was on the guard. I didn't watch how many people drink. Okay.
Expect them to drink properly. Oh, another guest made it. Dick inspect.
That's a bit-
Savage gave me his ticket. I might get to be here.
Ah, splendid.
Yeah, if it's a change
Yep,
of
just
people.
wait right up here, brother.
The other hosts are preparing for the rest of the night.
If your invitation got accepted, that means you're good. Just hang
Alright.
up here for a minute. Wait,
Don't
wait.
go past us, please.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet.
Very curious, how did you lose them or something?
Supposed to be there, but I just You know,
I don't know. I barely know you.
there you go. It might be a little, you know what, it's childlike. You might see something wrong.
I don't know. You keep saying you know what, but I don't know.
No, I know. I get them. You don't know? You should know.
Every time someone says to me, you know what? I just thought, no, I don't know.
But you should know. How couldn't you know?
Did you know?
Yeah, I know. I get it.
So what did you do it?
What?
I don't know.
You should know.
Alright, brothers. Come on
If you
in.
will follow us,
Oh,
we'll
certainly.
bring you to our host for
Foldable
tonight.
chair, inventory.
Come, don't be shy.
Alrighty then. Oh, it's
Splendid.
spacious.
Follow
It's like
us.
a bird cage.
Oh, good evening, everyone. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's alright.
Welcome to the first ever Syndicate Host Club. Come forward, it's fine. We're not going to bite too hard.
For some of us.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Let us introduce ourselves to you so you are knowledgeable as to who we are, what we do, so on and so forth. Gentlemen, you could come over as well, and Miss Madam, you're free to go over to the other side. Form the line so we can get everybody in order. Now then, we'll start with you, my dear. Introduce yourself to the guests.
Of course, kind sir. My name is Celeste. I'm kind but a little flirty. I cannot wait till I meet my treasure. Would you be mine?
How devilish. And then we have Madame French. How are you?
Madame, I'm a critic from France. I usually find
Oh,
myself sitting in parks, giving people relationship advice, whether it be someone locked inside of another house for God knows how long, possibly dead, or perhaps someone who's just trying to figure out how women work.
And my, do many people need to learn how women work. That's the most complicated of machines. Speaking of machines, my dear Taylor.
Hello, darlings. I'm the tailor of the Needle and Thread Club. If you need fashion advice or maybe some sage wisdom from an aged machine such as myself, I am at your service.
What a lovely creature you are. I'm sure you've done nothing in terms of war crimes or devilish natures or genocides or anything of the nature.
Certainly not.
Of course not. And my dear little ex-slave, dear friend, please introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Aurelia. They basically call me the icy sweetheart. My exterior is basically like cold, but once you know me, I can be very warmy, if you know what I mean. I basically do all of this, but it's not like I enjoy it or anything. So,
I worry how warm they'll figure out you to be, but we'll see by the end of the event. And to you, my dear, please introduce yourself.
Yo, what's good? My name's Hunter. Yeah, I'm just a guy, you know, I know people and I know how to do all that sort of stuff. Sorry, I had like a I'm sorry, I had like a shit ton of weed before this, bro. So I'm like out of it. But you know, y'all can come to me if you wanna talk shit. And I know video games, I know music, I know all that stuff. I know how to get bitches or bros. If that's your king. I don't really care. Whatever. It's just, you know, I'm all down to party. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think Bird
And
Brother
to
here's
here we
dying.
have, unless I flux. Flux! Bah, bah. It's always the flux. I once had an eldritch I listened too deeply to, and all of a sudden it got really weird. But beyond eldritch, we have the dear Fae, Fantasia. Please introduce yourself.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. My name is Caspian, and you can refer to me as such. Such parties and soirees are not quite my constant scene, but to visit any of you, it's worth it.
They're already trying to get you. That's just their type. They're just their way. And last but not least, the lovable, huggable, and the dearest of all. Please introduce yourself.
What's up, brothers? My name's Dwayne Donson. Most people just call me the Pebble, though. I'm just here for some drinks and good times.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're just here for drinks and good times. How very lovely.
Are you sure
Well,
he's one of the
I'm
hosts?
this.
As long as I can drink
I'm
something.
fairly positive he was on the list.
He was.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, you gotta read it, bro.
Yes, well, he's
Good,
there.
right?
He'll be fine, I'm sure.
I'm
In any
not
case,
sure
I
he's
am
one
your
of
dear
us.
host, or one of your various hosts, as I already seen. I am Stolas, Prince of the Goetia. I like locks on the beach and everything in between. Also, the other type, but it'll be all right. I'm here to assist all of you today and help you find the hosts. Wish to all be the hosts that you need, my dears. Are you all ready?
Oh, of course.
How wonderful. Now, to our hosts, we should separate to the various strange circular shapes around here and intermingle, or just wander through the area and give everybody a tour very quickly.
Hey,
Very well.
We
Sounds
start with
good,
the
brother.
torture.
One of them is fine. Not the torture, dear. This is not one of those events.
Oh.
Different kind of
All
club.
right, dear.
you into some real wild stuff.
Yes.
Oh.
Lux really seems to have it out for him today.
Yes, indeed.
Yo,
I think we've got a serious
Is-
case of the Flux Eldritch. He's very animated, though.
Indeed. Actions speak louder than words, some people say.
he's on that good shit.
Are you back, sir? Oh no, your voice has been taken.
Am I live?
Is there something stuck in your throat?
Nah, you good
You
now.
are now, darling.
Oh, you're, looks like you're catching up,
Is it
brother.
working?
You're
maybe
moving
not.
in pictures,
You're starting to go back down, bro.
This isn't good. He's in charge of this.
Maybe the flux wants him as a host.
Maybe there's too many of
Thanks,
us
as
around.
long as the flux not comes to get me, it's fine.
It went so well.
He's fighting.
Are we playing charades now?
I believe so,
Oh yeah,
but
that
he's not
gives
very
fun
good
at
at it.
I'm
parties,
pretty
bro.
good at charades, brother.
What's he
How many
saying?
words?
Can we
Dog.
play it?
I don't quite think so, but good try.
Hmm.
I believe that he mentioned that
I
we
don't
could
know.
disperse into various locations, and then perhaps we allow for those who are waiting to be hosted. To...
Hello?
Oh,
Nah, you back.
Are you back?
for the moment.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
For now, at
Yes,
least,
sir,
darling.
brother.
Truly, your eldritch gods need to really hurry the fuck up and get away from me. They're always on my cock. Anyway, where was I? What did you hear last?
We were deciding what to do in terms of how to arrange ourselves.
Tour.
Ah,
My
that's right.
Eldritch God doesn't do that sort of thing.
Well, if you'd like to, we could all go to these individual quadrants, and to you, the guests, you can swing through each of them on a journey or a trip or whatnot. Or we could take a tour first and then do that second. I asked the hosts, which would you like to do, or should I ask our dear, lovely, and sweet guests? I wonder. What should we do, everybody? This is a gathering for you all, after all.
I think a small walkthrough of this place would be nice.
A walkthrough, then. Everybody, then, we're free to go through. Let's start here. We'll go up here. Come along, everyone.
Okay, we're supposed to follow. Very good.
Yes, you follow. Everybody goes on this journey. Everybody's taking a ride on this ship.
Oh, fantastic,
Oh,
brother. I
Great.
love going on journeys.
Yo, is there any weed involved?
Now
If we're
then,
going on a trip, I want to be high.
You wanna be tripping?
I think you already are.
I mean, this is the highest spot in the room. Zing.
fine. I thought it'd actually be a
I'll take
different,
the
higher
jokes.
place. But, welcome to our dear garden, gentlemen and maidens. This is something that I've conjured up from the library. It's really not all that difficult. It just takes a bit of illusion magic and a back alley behind the Quiznos. But we have the entire area. We'll be over here with our dear flower arrangements. We have
Does
them
that mean we get
everywhere,
Quiznos
after
after
all.
this?
Every
I
flower
hope so,
arrangement
brother.
Over some
here
fucking
is
Quiznos.
handcrafted from
I
the
love
finest
Quiznos.
places in France. From
Dude,
our
I'm
dear
getting the fucking
hostess over there
munchies,
from
bro.
the French Isle.
What is it?
Then we
Quiznos?
have our dear stuff,
You talking?
such as our tea. If you'd like tea, you're free to drink. We'll always serve it to you, or we'll let you drink it from us. But we have our tea and our wines. We have our books and reading material. We have our sweets and various strange assortments of cakes. We have a lot here, actually. All it takes, truly, is if you wish for something, you can simply ask one of our hosts, and we will definitely be able to retrieve it for you. Because we are, after all, the greatest host club in the entirety of the world.
That's good to know.
Yes. 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 Anyway, let's keep going. This is our center. Well, I suppose this would be called the town square? Hexagon? Tetraheterogon. One of those sorts of shape things. It's one of these. This is where we'll most likely do individual dances every so often with the individuals, be they waltzes or ballroom or something of that nature. And this is also where we will gather up in the case of larger scale announcements in relation to the event. So if you ever hear over the announcements, or if one of the hosts brings you through, you know you'll be arriving here. Now then, let's move on this way.
You know, for the king of all, like, math and stuff, that was an octagon.
This is our true love confession area. If you wish to confess your undying and true love, or a host wishes to confess their undying and true love for you, they'll bring you over here, they'll pick a flower, they'll place it on yourself, and they'll proclaim their undying and unfathomable love to you, as you are our guests.
Interesting gestures.
Don't bet
I'll
on
wait
it.
for everyone to arrive.
Speak to the mirror.
Almost here, almost. There we are. This area is what we would call or define as the bathroom or the AFK area. This is also where you can technically go. On the other side being both of these sections of AFK or spawning areas. So if ever at any time during this event you have to disappear for a moment, you can be here in physical form. This is where you go. Is this clear? Everybody got that?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Black crystal.
That's like
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Wonderful.
Oh, great.
Shall we civil? After you?
Yes, to the people in chat.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and side to side.
Just like a good work day.
Over here is another seating flower arrangement where hosts will likely be gathered, similar to that of the other side.
Oh shit,
More
Parmesan.
confessional areas, and this is where you can definitely be served by our various members. Here is where they can feed you if you so wish to ask for it, as well as conduct any of the various activities that those over the twitch.tv/ any of the ones who are streaming will be requesting of our hosts to conduct onto the
I
cameras
can't tell
or
what
onto
any of
you
this
here.
is.
It's just
What
sensors
is
out of whack.
this? This looks like it's some form of a pasta macaroni.
It looks like some
This looks like a
stew.
mushroom thing.
This
I
looks
think
like
this is
curry.
salmon, bro.
Brother.
I believe that is a stew.
Yeah,
Salmon, have
If
you
you smell
I know
fish
an
though,
artificer who
ignore
I
would
don't know, it was just
likely know
really
what
deep
this is.
fried.
What sort of
Like,
host club
really good,
serves
try it.
stew? You know what? I'm not going now.
It's strange.
Hopefully we'll come
But
across
it's
food
probably
soon.
good. I have no idea. I don't really eat too much.
That's what
It's
I
a
call good
delicacy.
slop, brother.
If you would like for us to feed you, this is where you can go and we can definitely do so. Or have a drink or smoke or whatever it is that you all want to do.
to everyone
Down
else.
here, for all of you who are present, down here is where we will be able to read stories to you. Short stories that which, if you wish to do so, you could provide unto us, or we can provide unto you, as well as various other tasks and dealings. This is a general merriment area and also has a strange assortment of dishes. So if you'd like to be read to, we can read to you as well. And everything else around the area is quite simply just seating arrangements and general merriment zones. So, what would you like? What would you need? Who would you like? As you are the guests, you are free to make your judgments and associations. You can choose who you wish to intermingle with first. And you can go off into some wild corner of the area and you can conduct your various activities with them. It is the guest's choice, after all. Would anybody like to go first? I see we've a pack of introverts. It's almost like this is quote-unquote VR chat.
Icebreakers, darling.
I think there's just too many good options.
Hmm,
It's hard
yes.
to choose.
How about you, sir?
Yes, we are. We are a wonderful assortment of
Sure, why not?
chocolates in a
Is
tin.
Is there anybody in the room?
Who would you like first?
I do.
You could get the
find
French
quite
one.
Curious.
Well, it's hard to kind of decide from everyone.
I wonder why.
You only need to pick one. At least
No
for the
reason
entire evening.
specifically.
So you'd like to go with him?
Certainly.
Then, for now, I may just pick Alred.
Well, right away then, dear. Go
You got
on.
any favorite parts around this building to go to?
Seems that you're chosen, Mr.
You're the guest,
To
sir.
you, demoness.
At your pleasure.
Probably the.
Where to start? I think we could enjoy a
Ah, the
good
French
meal.
one.
I do wonder if your machinations can handle food.
And you, my dear?
They all sound quite lovely. I find it hard.
I don't eat, but I will certainly be happy to serve you, sir.
I'll be choosing you for this moment.
Splendid. Any recommendations?
Yeah.
You have Mr. Big
well,
Man
we
over
don't
there,
need
the
to get some
softy.
famous.
Perhaps the
I think
stew.
you'd be a
Why don't
lovely
you
couple.
cute us somehow?
Ah, yes.
That sounds fun.
What?
Is there anybody that you'd like to spend time
You
with?
can do whatever you
The questionable pixelated stew.
Pixelated? Do you need your eyes cleaned? That is clearly at least 144p.
You know what? Fair enough. Your name, by the way, sir.
You can call me Mortons.
The tailor.
You go by any other names, or just a tailor?
Just the tailor, sir.
More of a title man than a...
Now, what would you like? The
any kind.
questionable pasta dish, the
Can
what
I-
looks like stew,
Champagne.
and I think this is meatloaf with onions.
A bit of questionable pasta and a questionable meatloaf. Sounds like a great combination.
Certainly, darling.
Alright. Let me get my fourth dimensional.
And anything to drink with that, sir?
Oh, some...
Anything you
Do they
would
have
like
hot
to eat
vodka here?
with your champagne?
I feel like tonight I might want to be drunk.
Hot vodka?
Hard vodka,
I mean,
you know,
what
the
do you
strong
have?
stuff.
Hard vodka, strong stuff. Certainly, sir. Let me whip you up. Would you just want it straight up, or perhaps something more interesting, like a vodka seltzer?
Vodka and cola mix.
Many assortment.
Vodka and
Are you
cola.
familiar with
Certainly.
Curry? Steak? Perhaps?
I think this is a liquor cabinet.
Filet mignon?
It's got drapes on it, so you can't tell
I'll
otherwise.
just have a salad.
Very well.
Tastes questionable.
Let us see. Right here.
Yo, what's good up here?
Yo, what's good?
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I'm just checking up on what's going on.
A vodka cola for you, sir.
Thank you very much. Splendid.
Enjoy.
Sweet and burning like it should be.
Y'all look like you got this handled.
You know, I expected there to be a lot more guests today. It sounded like such a big engagement.
The guest list was a lot larger than anticipated, but I do believe many people are indisposed.
Yes,
shame.
It is, didn't I?
Yo, what's going on?
Shining so brightly.
Oh, just enjoying questionable
Nah, we're good.
pixelated food.
Nah, that's good. It's good. You just gotta get used to it.
144p food, I believe. A fine vintage.
Perfectly made.
Really shit, bro.
No.
Shit.
I don't know what I'm doing. but
Just
I'm
the
doing
right
something.
graphics to really get that spicy flavor, you know.
It's something.
Yes.
And not enough texture on the wine labels to tell if it's a Merlot, a white, or champagne. Although I'm pretty sure it's not champagne just based on the cork.
Dude, this one tastes like Barbicide. Bro, that's lit.
Is there anything I can do?
Barbicide? What is Barbicide?
I'm good.
No, it's the stuff they got in like the barber shops and shit, bro. Like the stuff they have in like little like cans and stuff. It's really good, bro. It's really good.
Wait a minute, the green stuff they clean combs in?
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
I eat some weird
I'm
stuff.
pretty sure half of that concoction is I mean, it does have alcohol in it.
Then I shall see if I can.
It is
But not
pure
like-
alcohol, but like not the drinkable kind. But you know what? I can handle it. Whatever. I'm just built different. You know, I'm just kind of a freak.
You're built different, Dane.
Barbicide is often.
you get it.
My databanks are telling me that some barbicides are 100% wood alcohol, which will turn you blind.
Nice hair color. I have the same one.
Indeed. It is quite
Well, I mean, I
nice
have both
to
my eyes
say.
still, and I mean, I can see.
Not all of them, though.
Indeed.
Yes. Why her
I mean, for that
supremacy?
warrior, isn't that mostly for humans? I don't know if that's a
I mean, I
human.
got my eyes
Can't
back
tell.
here and I see two beautiful bros right here. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Also, some of my friends on the outside are saying hello.
Ah, well, welcome outside, friends.
Tell them toodaloo.
I'll leave y'all to your little moment there. Yeah, y'all have a good one.
Does the outside people have any suggestions, perhaps, for this
darling,
lovely night?
you wish to tell me a little
Grabs a wine
bit
bottle.
about yourself?
I mean, my name's Homer.
What say you, friends? How shall we entertain our
not
guest?
born on Earth, which I find pretty interesting, right? And
Indeed.
I came
Don't
here.
know a way to find out what that is.
I don't know why, but I came here because someone gave me the ticket.
Well, it's
So
interesting.
I'm here because I have nothing better to do with my life.
Well, Stolas suggested reading material to be read to. Would you like a story, sir?
I imagine you might have a lot of ones. Yes, I'd love to hear one.
Then let's find a seating area. Oh, right over here.
Ah, splendid, splendid.
I think we're all good. One moment.
Yes, I find everything.
Oh, take your time. I'm not busy.
Oh God. Don't turn on the personal mirror. Good God.
Perhaps we can sit down and do a story or two.
All right. Story. I have just the one in mind.
Indeed. After you.
Let me find it. Here we are. Actually, the voices in my head are asking, "What are you?"
I was a rat, so now I'm a Lavalin. But it was just saying rat is much easier to explain.
You all enjoying yourselves over here, Dumps?
Oh, certainly. I'm about to get a wonderful story.
Yes, we're having a lovely moment. Oh dear.
Oh, which story is our dear Taylor going to read for you today?
I don't know yet. It seems the voices are questioning if you too much for me to find out.
Yes, the voices on the outside are saying hello.
The strangest of voices. Let's see here, then. What would you like for me to tell you?
Well, I certainly wouldn't mind.
I could say any words.
Any words. You know, I heard this strange
Yeah.
word from some visitors from another world. Can you say poggers?
Poggers? Is that what you want me to say? Oh, come here, my little pog champ. Isn't this what you've desired for a while now?
I definitely can't deny that.
Truly, this is a wonderful Pride Month for you.
Very much so.
But you have your work already taken care of, Mr. Taylor.
Indeed. I have the story now.
Wonderful.
Oh?
Wonderful. I'll leave you to it, my dear.
It's an original work.
Oh.
Oh, original. How divine.
Now, do stop me if you've heard this one before, but the story is called The Yellow-Eyed Stranger.
No, that would be completely new to me.
Yes, I believe.
Very good.
I have
Yes, voices in my head. Stolas is insufferable, and I'm very glad that I'm a machine, because I almost vomited. Oh, I would have if I could.
We can add that.
I would prefer actually not to have that feature, although there is an eldritch goo inside of me, so I suppose if I want to vomit, I could just upchuck it.
I feel like that might just.
But then it would kill everyone in the room. So we won't do that. We won't do that. All right, so story time. Right. So this story is called The Yellow-Eyed Stranger. It is written by a wonderful gentleman known as Foolery the Jester. And we begin. The night air was claimed by banshees. At least, that's how it sounded. Beyond knurled glass windows and solid oak walls of the half-mast inn, it sounded like hell itself had opened up and was lambasting the shores. Not a soul dared take a seat near the windows. Despite the shutters being drawn, a fine spray was working through the gaps. It was cold enough on that October night, and to die of hypothermia while indoors and in good company would not do it all. There was roughly a score of various old salts and sailors within the half-mast that evening. Nary one of them bore the telltale signs of a fresh greenhorn. All were weather-beaten, chiseled, and sported the fine crust of the New England seaman. With their hands were warmed mugs of rum, punch, or spiced wine. Casks of cider lay untouched behind the counter, as not a soul within could claim to be in any capacity a Puritan. Such pious stock had moved inland for the storm, and wouldn't be caught dead in the company of these godless men. All the better for the occupants of the half-mast that eve. Hell was unleashed upon the Massachusetts port town of Lindy Cape. They didn't need a zealot in their midst to preach such a fact to them. As the storm roared on and the hour grew late, none were prepared for what roamed in through the doors shortly before midnight. The ornately carved green doors burst inward, and a hellish gale was let in for only a moment. A giant of a man, clad in a thick, long cloak, a black, worn felt tricorn, tall leather riding boots, and gauntleted leather gloves, strode in as if on a pleasant spring walk. Despite his collar being drawn up so that only the area around his eyes could be seen, he showed no other signs of concern for the weather. A man could catch his death out there, and here this chap was going about as if not a thing was wrong that eve. Soaked to the bone though he was, clearly, and yet his dark yellow eyes showed not a trace of discomfort. He shut the doors behind him, then glanced at the barman and tipped his hat in greeting. He said not a word, though, and just made his way to the back room where only a sole occupant sat in an old worm-eaten rocking chair. The ancient deckhand, known only as Curl. Curl was hardly the specimen of health for his age. His skin clung to his bones in such a way that he appeared to be more skeleton than man. His long grey beard was the only scrap of hair left upon his battered old frame. His eyes were milky white and locked in the permanent 1,000-yard stare of a blind man. Around the two glassy oculars was a mound of burn scars, the telltale signs of a cannoneer who bore witness to a ruptured magazine and had lived. The old lich of a man craned his head towards the approach of his visitor, and grinned with cracked, greyed teeth. You sound like a drogger come up from the coast there, friend. Heard of them from a barrel-chested Finn whilst off the coast of Greenland, mayhaps 60 many year ago. He gave a dry cough of a chuckle. Come to keep an old man company there, bucko. The stranger, in his dark attire, sat in the rocking chair beside Curls. His chair was waxed and new, giving not a creak nor a crack upon his Toltemus frame as it was sat upon. Meanwhile, the battered old one Curl was rocking about upon groaned like the tortured and damned souls of Tartarus rattling against the windows beyond. In a way, the stranger replied, his voice not carrying the accent of a New Englander or any accent of discern from these parts, not of the colonies or of Europe. Tell me, Curl, what of the waves beyond Marsh Reach? Old Curl stopped rocking, his face twisted into an expression of despair for only a moment. Marsh Reef? You dare trouble an old soul with such devilry, on such a night when Beelzebub himself be thrashing at the rooftops with such a force as to dash any sturdy vessel upon the shore? Be you daft, lad, or just rotted with scurvy? A brief pause, as thunder echoed distant and soft. The chatters of the patrons in the main hall continued on uninterrupted. Aye, sir, and I do not mean ill by it. Our mutual brothers send me with good cheer and well wishes. The stranger's eyes gazed into the fireplace before them, the reflection like the close-up view of a star. Now, what of the waves beyond Marsh Reach? Curl seemed stricken, and then he deflated. Cowering in his chair, no longer rocking, he shivered. Meant no disrespect, young master, none at all, beg your pardon. Hard to tell who be of the Brotherhood on just talk alone. Starved of me vision and all, ye understand, young master, aye? Don't speak ill of old Curl in his shortcomings, now, aye? Not a word. Now do not make me repeat myself, the stranger retorted. Course not, sir, dare not will I. Curl licked his dry, aged lips before continuing. The waves beyond Marsh Reef dash upon the bones of damned sailors. Very good, the stranger replied, but said nothing else. So now tell me, young master, what do you seek with old Curl, eh? I surmise the Brotherhood had no more use to me than many a season since I had dispatch. And ye ain't Jacques. Jacques is out of the loop, I'm afraid. Now, we engage in cipher talk. Tack! The stranger continued to stare into the fire as if grabbed a log, and as he grabbed a log from the woodpile and tossed it into the flames. Ducky, forsooth is thine, Curl grumbled, resembling his steady rocking in time with the crashing of distant waves from outside. Lay word, matey. Teach from the larboard lagoon in Hall 2. Least ye jest. The stranger muttered as he grabbed a poker and stirred the inferno within the brick fireplace. Jest? Jest! Kill all thy nursemaid, cursed jest indeed. Devil take the wine! Curl snarled angrily, wagging a bony finger at the stranger. The stranger slowly turned and stared at Curl for a long, silent moment, the air pregnant with tension. Curl seemed overtaken with sudden dread and shook his head.
Ooh, that would be lovely.
No,
Yes, please.
no, damn you, not like this. 'Tweren't me, damn you, 'tweren't me, he choked dryly. I'm just a blind old man.
Darling.
The stranger raised a finger to his collar, whereabouts his mouth should be, as if to shush Curl.
Such a delightful.
And yet ye break the cipher, the stranger replied dryly. What brother in his right mind does such a thing? Least ye jest. Curl snarled a curse as he dug into his coat, grabbing onto the handle of a weathered flintlock pistol. Instantly, the stranger was on his massive feet and had Curl's head within his gigantic hands. His yellow eyes seemed to glow supernaturally as Curl began to scream. The old man's hands grabbed at the stranger's wrists, trying to pull this gigantic stranger off his skull, but to no avail. The old sailor blubbered something unintelligible, just as the stranger plunged his thumbs into the old man's milky blind eyes. The screaming turned into a high-pitched keening of a trapped animal. Blood fountained down the old man's face and stained his weathered beard as the stranger continued to dig those two massive digits deeper and deeper into the old man's head. Curl's wails ended sharply with the wet crunch of bone. The barman came trundling into the back room with a battered cutlass drawn, only to find old Curl in a bleeding, disfigured mess upon the floorboards. The stranger was nowhere to be seen. The back wall of the room had 3 old windows upon it, and the center had been tossed open, shutters rattling in the wind. The smell of blood and human waste was thick upon the air as the stench of raging stormy ocean brine wafted inwards to mingle, creating an alien bouquet of stink that wouldn't leave this room for many nights to come. There was never any solution to be found in regards to the brutal murder of old Curl, the only clue being a single freshly picked foxglove laid upon his breast, stained with the old man's blood. The ancient sailor had been buried in an unmarked grave upon the potter's field at the town's expense, and the local constabulary gave no more than a second glance at the occurrence before life resumed as usual within old Lindy Cape. Still, many a sailor would whisper the tale of the yellow-eyed stranger, and some of a more prolific seamen would relay similar stories of a similar-looking stranger spotted as far south as the Caribbean. Some muttered that he was a reaper incarnate, as red death followed in his terrible wake. Others, of sounder mind and judgment, knew better. However, they dared not speak the truth of this matter. To do so would be to join old Curl in a violent end some stormy autumn night. All that would be found upon your cold and lifeless bones would be a single foxglove flower. A message to all who were in the know. That message was simple and meant one word. Traitor. And that was the yellow-eyed stranger.
Creature, these are wonderful days.
Certainly a suspenseful story.
The French woman is reading.
I know, right?
Amontillado to
It's a favorite of mine.
I can see why. That foolery jester certainly knows how to write things suspensefully. I used that word twice, so fuck me.
Indeed.
So wonderful. But my dear guest.
A little bit about me, darling. I am from the state of Maine, just north of Massachusetts. I have an affinity for old tales such as those from about the area, and I can assure you the yellow-eyed stranger is a creature of myth in the Lindy Cape area of Massachusetts. But it is a myth I have not been able to discover any sort of tie to. Some old secret organization, I suspect, gone to the winds.
That would be funny. Would be
I suspect him some sort of enforcer on their behalf.
What?
His first reports were in the late 1700s, when smuggling from Boston to the England coast was at an all-time high. And fun fact, there was such a smuggling company out of Boston. You know what they were called?
No, what were they called?
The Foxglove Brotherhood.
Curious. So do you think they're actually gone or just gotten better at hiding?
I would have to find it.
Well, with the repealing of taxation on imports in England in the early 1800s and the institution of a income tax, the Foxglove Brotherhood died in obscurity.
To sing it to you or say read it.
Perhaps they still partook in some criminal endeavors on the New England coast. But that event, the institution of British income tax, and the doing away of smuggling of goods upon its waters, that was the true death of the pirate age.
I get to reintroduce myself all over again.
Didn't think pirates cared about
Indeed.
taxes.
Well, most pirates fenced their goods. They didn't take treasure and money. The vast majority of pirates upon the high seas were interested in trade goods because they were untraceable, my good man. Gold, doubloons, these could be tied to world governments. But silks and spices, rum, and other trade goods to be taken to the coast of New England and smuggled into a cave and then sold, undermining the royal crown's own taxation. That is how pirates made their money.
Heck, I'm sure I could figure it out.
The last great pirate was Jean Lafitte. He operated out of New Orleans and New Babylon.
If you so desired.
How curious.
Indeed. He is said to be the last of the great pirates of old because, well, his pirate kingdom came to an end with the end of British import taxation.
Not there, that's fiction, non-fiction.
He then, I believe, got involved in one of the wars between the English and the Spanish and was executed as a spy by either the British or the Spanish. Couldn't tell you.
Let's go this way.
Stuff happens in war. A shame, but...
Yo, bros.
Hello there, my odious of him friend.
Yo.
I go by he, him.
Same.
Yeah, it's all good, bro. Nah. Alright, so you both bros then. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Indeed.
So what's been going on? Just walking around still, taking a look, seeing what's going on, seeing if anyone wants to
Well,
sell.
I read my story to my friend here. Oh dear. To our guest here. Oh dear. I seem to have...
Oh, bro, you look like you're on that good shit.
Having issues.
Do you need
1 moment.
with that?
Damn, bro. Yeah, that's impressive, huh?
I don't recommend
jealous of
playing
you.
with the Eldritch. It does some weird things. Also, technically, I am a robot. I don't have bones, so, you know, I can do this.
You can, but I imagine that's not very good for the what would replace a spine in a machine.
I am mostly Catrium and Eldritch goo, so more fluid than rigid.
Ah, yes, catch.
Ooh, you got yourself a good catch.
Certainly, I do love them bendable.
I can't see my feet. 1 moment. Yes, I am floating. There we go. Much better.
Wasn't going to question the floating part. Catrium, Eldritch Goop, floating just kind of makes sense at that point.
Well, aside from plane shifting to the outside, I can't exactly fly.
Wouldn't you just be able to make wings with Catrium?
See, the problem is, darling, I'm not a felid. My control of Catrium is much more limited.
Ah, I guess that would make sense.
You know, I got some sweet party tricks, bro. You know, next time I party with Dionysus, I'll invite you over.
Don't get me started on Dionysus. We are not on speaking terms.
No, it's part. Oh damn! Oh,
God
that's
damn chairs,
bro.
Yeah, they seem quite grabby in here. I guess the chairs long for
He
company as much as the
insulted my
guests.
necktie, and that cannot be forgiven.
Nah, I get it. I get
Really?
it. There's some other killer parties though, like I think Athena holds some pretty good ones. Yeah, Aphrodite.
I
Well,
went
we can't talk
to a
about
party
hers.
with the. Who were those people called again? The Kochino Yakuza. There were some lovely individuals.
Oh, yeah, no, they got some of the best sake, bro. It's like fucking unreal.
I wouldn't know. I don't eat or drink.
Then you need to
But
start
I
getting
do
the
enjoy
stomach
a
in
little
there, bro.
social circle. Don't touch me.
Look, currently
Sorry, bro.
it's a
Didn't.
social diamond.
Social diamond?
Those are 4 people.
Yeah, it is a
shade.
diamond. I see now. Yeah.
There's a little floofy eldritch gremlin on the outside who didn't appreciate you touching me. Apologize to him.
I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. Didn't realize it was. Nah, sorry.
Lovely, you're forgiven.
That's one less ticket into hell for me.
Hell?
But how
Darling, I am not a demon. I'm an eldritch automaton.
My lovely red. How are you doing?
Though I'm quite enjoying the situation. Got a most wonderful story.
Oh, wonderful.
Indeed.
That is
A lovely
most
little
wonderful.
nail biter off the New England coast known as the Yellow-Eyed Stranger. Lovely story. You have yellow eyes.
Interesting. I do.
They seem more
I think I'll leave y'all three to that. Y'all have a good one.
So what shall we do next, dear guest? Or would you prefer to mingle with the other hosts?
Well, I was gonna suggest a dance, because I would love to see how well you're built for that, but if touching is not allowed, that might be slightly difficult.
Yeah, no. I'm more than happy to instruct dance, direct dance, but no touching.
Very fair, very fair. Well, then I am slightly out of ideas. Unless the voices might have any.
Yeah, that tastes pretty good.
There are utensils around here.
Let me consult the voices. Also, the voices told me you might want to check her for foxgloves later. Whole yellow eye thing. Although, wait a minute. Yellow eyes. She could be Nefeshi.
I had yellow eyes once. And that kind of changed.
Never really been
Oh,
one
that
for
tastes
stew, but
pretty
this
good.
is nice.
Yeah.
Yes, you have the eyes of a cryptid now, don't you?
Indeed. Kind of like lighthouses now, but
Suppose that
not
is
gonna complain. Do miss
another
having my yellow
story, maybe.
pupils.
Where's the best food you've had? You said you've traveled around a lot.
Oh. Best
But,
food I've
it
had.
is what it is.
I'm gonna another drink real quick.
My pupils are swirlies.
I've noticed they also like just going around everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's more or less part of the habit of the machine nature.
No, nothing to be sorry for there.
Perhaps a walk around and seeing what the others are up to.
Oh, indeed. I hope the others are having quite as much fun as I am.
Down in,
Hope you lot aren't too bored.
Nah, we're good, bro. It gives you more time to hang out with your guests.
Still, I hate to be hogging them.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
You've done nothing of the sort. Do not worry.
I'm sure more guests will show up at any point. Hopefully.
One hopes.
Personality and such.
Wow, that was very hurtful.
Indeed, it did seem very hurtful.
Hurtful.
Bonjour, madame.
Did
Are
we miss
you
something spicy?
intimidating me?
What did she say? I missed that.
I think she said you were intimidating her. Seems a bit
It
rude.
was more of a question.
Oh, question.
No, I meant that legitimately.
The fish? You don't.
Oh.
If I meant to be intimidating about it, I would have said bonjour, madame.
I don't know. You said a
Well, the
very
voice can
hurtful
do
thing
quite
to
some
me.
wonders, don't you think?
You know.
It's all in, the timbre and the robustness of the voice.
Out your personality.
Indeed.
Grow up.
The tone for conversation is very important.
You think I am not growing
At
up?
least outside the caves. In
give
the
me
caves,
that
you just kind of
fish.
speak.
Indeed.
I don't know, will I?
So how are
The
y'all
voices
two
on the
enjoying
outside
your
want to know what your favorite tea is.
My favorite tea.
Give
I
me that
haven't
fish.
tried too many, so as of yet, I'd say my favorite is
I don't
pineapple
know.
tea.
Maybe ask a bit more nicer.
Is pineapple tea?
Did you say pineapple tea?
Pineapple tea. I found the fruit quite curious.
Pineapple.
I can play this game all along with you right now.
I've already deleted your answer. That's a lovely choice, sir.
I'm a giant rat whose favorite meal is giant insects. What do you expect from me?
There's so many other things you can do. Like, hey, look.
Would you like some more 144p slop?
You know, yeah, that would be good.
Isn't that beautiful?
I know there's.
Yeah, just
I mean, there's a.
seems apropos. Just have a trough there, my darling.
You little thief.
Oh dear.
These couches are grabby.
Those couches are very, very grabby.
Almost as grabby as the bird.
My fish.
Might explain something.
Oh, it seems as my ears
Usually
is
I
back.
just.
Like I said, I'm glad that I am incapable of vomiting.
Don't you?
Welcome back, darling.
I am back.
Yeah, it sounds like it's best we keep it down.
How are you two doing?
Okay.
Oh, quite
No,
wonderful.
he's mostly been imbibing of the food. We had a lovely little story time. Now, just chit-chatting.
A spy.
Yes, of course.
His favorite tea is error, cannot find entry.
You know,
What a
no one
lovely
seems to
tea
be over there.
variant.
Perhaps over there?
It should be reminded that at any time you all are free to interchange your hosts if you so wish to. You are not stolen only to one for the entirety of the day. You can dip your fingers into every cup if you so wish.
I'm the guest and I just requested that from
So don't be afraid.
We were just about to look around and see how
Have
all the other
those.
hosts and guests were doing as well.
But of course. Be well then, I've got to tell the rest.
So, La-da-dum. For you.
Horrible guest.
La-da-dum.
How could you
What
do
do you mean
things like that?
horrible? That's very simple.
A lot of interesting personalities around here.
I think Mr. Host the one.
Indeed.
I don't think calling me a darling is too much, right?
Time ago, when I was a very, very.
My dear, you
Oh, someone's saying spicy up there.
After all, he's ordered you for tonight.
Do you miss those days? Sometimes?
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
We're having a bit of a walk around, seeing how the others are doing.
Most certainly. Well, you just missed Stolas, or more specifically, the spirit of Samuel Jackson possessing Stolas, reading a book.
I see. I read a book, well, not a book, but short story to our friend here.
I heard that. What story was that? I was curious.
The Yellow-Eyed Stranger.
I'm not familiar with such a tale. I'll have to read it sometime.
It is a bit of a spooky tale from the New England coast of old. Similar era to that of Sleepy Hollow.
I'd recommend it. It keeps you on your toes.
It sounds
The hooves.
delightful, and from what I could hear, we were just below While we were standing just below, I heard a bit of it, and you have a marvelous reading voice.
Thank you, friend.
Hmm.
I am a gifted orator by programming.
You make it all your own.
Thank you. I think the originality is the whole eldritch side of things. I was a bit of a stuff before I had my moment of enlightenment.
Does seem common with machines.
The enlightenment was very violent.
Was it fun?
That depends on your point of view. Do you find patricide fun?
If I knew what that meant, I don't know.
It's fun for one side.
I believe he means killing a family.
Oh.
Patricide.
Did they deserve
Database
it?
definition. To murder one's own father.
Oh.
Ah.
Did he deserve it?
If the crime of creating me was his ultimate sin, then certainly. There are many that would probably say that, yes, he very much deserved it.
That doesn't sound very nice. You sound like a wonderful invention.
Thank you!
He's definitely a very interesting one.
Is he not used to compliments?
Oh no, darling. It's mostly just various subroutines fighting for control. And the voices.
Ah, yes, they sound very active today. Oh, mine are talking about wood again. And one of them talking about chicken-flavored popcorn.
Yes, the voices on the outside talking to me. One is a particularly fluffy eldritch gremlin. They very much like you.
Fun!
It's hard to find anything not to like.
You're like a cotton candy and bubblegum machine wrapped up into one bubbly little personality.
And glitter.
Most certainly.
A good puppy.
I hope that glitter doesn't fall off.
Although, I must say, sir, I love your vest.
It's quite an elegant.
Good evening, madam.
Salutations.
Good evening.
And while I did not make this vest, I certainly did have it designed to my like. So, such a compliment from such an esteemed tailor such as you, I appreciate the compliment.
But of course, my compliments to your tailor or seamstress or seamster. I believe that's the one that's not really meant to be gender specific. Yes, it is.
What?
Everyone here does have such lovely outfits. I feel underprepared.
Though Stolas did say to you a moment
I'm
ago
sure that you're looking
if ever
fine,
you feel
darling.
that you wish to switch,
It's a nice shade of
colours,
blue.
you can. And I see two rather lovely hosts here.
Oh dear, did something happen here? You have stitches.
Technically three. All three of us are. No, wait a minute. No, yeah, two.
Proceed.
I forgot you were a guest.
Well, he's so kind and soft that he would make a good host.
I would take that as a
You
compliment.
would make a
yes.
lovely host.
That sounds like an interesting job. It looks like you get to meet a lot of people with it.
I'm sure
To
people would
answer your
love you.
question from before, if I miss it, it led me to you. I don't think I can miss it too much.
I don't remember what I asked before.
Don't worry about it.
And how are you all doing here?
Quite lovely.
Oh, just mingling and having a lovely little conversation, darling.
How wonderful. The other one, the feathered one, had recently just elected to buy the big man for the evening. I don't know what that fully entails, but they said in a safe way. So I'm sure it'll be alright.
Bye?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember it's not that kind of club. But, oh well.
Yes. It's not a needle and thread club, if you know what I mean.
I will stab you.
I would enjoy it.
God damn it, you.
Was that a euphemism?
Possibly. Don't worry about it.
Potentially. But I'll let you all continue your strange evenings. I'm off to continue my mingling and tingling and all that noises. Ta-ta!
Mingling and tingling?
Oh, stolas, darling.
No, I don't really trust his concept of tingling.
Some of the other hosts have suggested potentially
Me
opening
neither.
up the metaphorical floodgates as things are a little slow.
Would you like to spend time with
Let's see.
My brain is thinking calcium, but I know that's not your name.
Just a suggestion, perhaps.
Caspian.
Yeah?
Caspian, okay. I was thinking Calcifer, but you're not made of fire either.
No, I'm certainly not.
Would you...
I mean, it would certainly be an honor, yes?
Oh boy.
Many choices to choose from, darling.
You can choose black and white or black and white.
I feel like if I had more gremlin energy, I would
Black with
definitely
white stripes or
go
white
with
with
you
black stripes?
and be a gremlin.
I feel like
Big differences.
I feel like we've met before, but in several different lives.
Maybe when I was a baby dragon. The hat's familiar.
The hat.
So you're a dragon.
Hello?
Oh,
Hi, I'm here.
for a minute there, I thought you went to 2D land.
To say, I haven't drank that much.
Oh no, 2D land.
But, do you know how to sing?
To sing? Certainly, darling. What would you like to hear?
I think she's found a new.
Are you familiar with considering that you're an automaton?
I'm slightly afraid of
And how are you
there's
doing?
a band full of automatons.
And I'm well. Had a story,
Steam-powered
had some
giraffe.
drinks. Can't complain about
Do you
anything.
know them?
Ah, yes. I do indeed. Although I do believe, because I am currently transmitting to the outside, certain gods affiliated with one known as Twitch would probably not appreciate that.
Right.
That dastardly Twitch god.
Yeah, you don't want the what would it be called?
Truly running out of names for gods if you
The
start naming
evidence
one
to be
Twitch.
muted? I don't know.
Indeed.
I've made multiple
not
references.
a
But
very
I know
even name.
plenty of non-infringement songs, but most of them are sea shanties of yore. Part of my quote-unquote upbringing, or perhaps just construction in larger residence on the New England coast.
Ooh, I love sea shanty.
It'd be lovely to hear you sing. If it's okay, if you're comfortable with it.
Certainly.
Should
Let me think.
should we sit back down? Or should we walk?
I'll remain standing. I don't mind performing. But if you would like to be seated, go right ahead. I must consult some lyrics for a moment.
Of course.
Would you like to sit and listen to?
You have to forgive me, madam. My brain is a wax cylinder. It's not as fast as these newfangled computers.
Idea.
A wax cylinder?
I am quite curious.
Indeed, darling. I am a clockwork machine.
Well, I do hope that.
Clockwork, so you're like full of gears?
Indeed, darling. See the key?
Oh!
It spins eternally, thanks much in part to a creature made of goo in my back.
The goo man.
The key to perpetual motion.
I would have never guessed.
All right.
The answer was
I like
goo.
this one. This one's called, Here's a Health to the Company. One moment. I'm going to mute this insufferable piano music on my end, because it will throw me off.
Of course.
I'll turn it back on once I am done singing. Kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the dear lass that I love so well. For her style and her beauty, sure none can excel. There's a smile on her countenance as she sits on my knee. There's no man in this wide world as happy as me. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Our ship lies at anchor, she's ready to dock. I wish her safe landings without any shock. If ever I should meet you by land or by sea, I will always remember your kindness to me. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health to the company and one to my lass. Let us drink and be merry all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Excuse me. Rather emotional at the last bar.
Oh, bro, you killed it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think we're starting to get some new people in here.
Oh, more splendid.
We could probably open it up to the
Shall we go and
masses.
visit?
Yeah, I guess so. Come on.
New
What do you wanna?
faces. Lovely, lovely to meet new faces.
Oh dear, seems as if they left you behind.
It happens. They were excited about the new faces. Welcome back.
Has someone new come in?
That's what it sounded like. They might have opened up the front door. Or maybe the rest of the guests we were waiting on finally got out of that traffic jam.
Oh dear. Ma'am, are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine. Just give me a second.
Splendid. Both of the black and white people today have just kind of had their bodies twist in places that shouldn't be possible. Curious.
Indeed, it's quite funny. It's like there's a theme going on.
Are you also made of catrium, ma'am?
Oh no, ma'am, something much worse.
Much worse.
The French.
Ah, I understand.
You wear such beautifully.
At least
Why,
it's not
thank you,
Canadian.
darling. I try my best. Oh, heavens, no.
Not a fan of the maple scent.
It's a bit of a history with a couple, but that's neither here nor there.
You know, I don't like speaking ill of people. There's a whole slew of unicorns across the world, and there's one from Canada in the order, and they are just a bit of a drag to be around. I certainly understand such sentiment.
So there's many unicorns even from this world.
Quite. Have you ever met a unicorn, or even heard of unicorns from Eastern countries?
Not from East.
I suppose unicorn might be a misleading title, as sometimes they do have two horns. But they're brilliant green and yellow and almost like dragons.
Ah. No, I've never heard of those before. Most of the fairy tales I know of are from the European section of the world.
Fair enough, fair enough. But at the end of the day, most are drawn to maidens and those of pure of heart. Oh,
We got a new Patreon.
That's a
Do you want
wide
to
lad.
introduce yourself? No? Okay.
what a soft-looking guest.
We have got a new guest for today.
It is a pleasure to meet you, sir. Or madam. How might I refer to you?
Round.
Round? Your
I- I-
roundness.
Yes, I'm very round. I don't know if that equates to anything.
I think the curiosity was more if you identify as a gentleman or as a lady.
I didn't really put much thought into that. My mama said I was a good boy, at least. Yeah, that counts toward anything.
Then I suppose you'd be a gentleman. At least for the time being, sir. But your shape is quite stunning. Now.
Yes,
It
he
was
is
God
quite
given.
impressive specimen. Impressive specimen.
In impeccable form.
Indeed.
Rotund.
Is there anything that you would like today, sir? Would you like to eat, drink, talk, have something read to you?
I'd like to have a motherfucking oh
Tongue tied?
I originally came here to make sure everything was up and up. I don't know what's going on mostly, but
You can do whatever you like, as there are individuals such as myself that are hosts that tend to whatever it is that you want. And we're not going to
Yes,
force you
sir.
to do anything.
You can do whatever you're comfortable
peace of
with,
mind,
dear.
most likely, is what I'm after.
And if there's anything that we can do to help you achieve such, sir, then we would be honored.
I'll if I can figure out what that equates, I'll come back to you and figure out what it is.
Mm-hmm. Of course, that's fine.
Is there anywhere you want to go, my dear?
Y'all got any hookah?
Any what?
No, the pipe.
I do not know, but I'm sure we can find it. Theory.
You might want to ask the one in the sweatpants and hoodie. They might be more
Yes, we
familiar
shall.
with hookah.
I will. Come with me, my gem.
Quite a
Well, she's
curious
rather
and
sweet.
anxious individual, that bear.
For someone so wide, they do have... Well, I suppose... Gentle isn't the correct term. Nervous is the way of describing them. And you?
And me?
Are you comfortable, or would you like anything?
Oh, I'm very comfortable. This is quite an enjoyable event. I think it's the first time I've sat down with a being of eldritch descent and not thought, shit, I'm about to die.
I got it. So you looking just for a pipe, or are you looking for that shit?
I can understand how such an event would bring a lot of calm.
Alright, so got some hemp.
A unique experience, to be sure.
Indeed. And all the hosts so far seem quite lovely.
Got some OJ.
A couple came by while we were talking about stories and such, and
You know what?
can't complain about any.
What's in the market for, bro?
Even the sweatshirt is
A
quite
wonderful
an
group.
enjoyable figure. Quite the character.
I was hesitant about him at first, but he's proven to be quite a kind individual.
You're gonna want that cleanliness kush. Alright, so here, bro.
Never judge a book by its cover, I suppose.
Oh, indeed. It even seems now he is helping the bear get exactly what they need.
Precisely.
Oh, offering it
A type of
bottle
person for every individual.
That you can like breathe in or out.
Let's just hope things don't get too riled up.
Let us hope.
I got the Hello Kitty.
But unless 20 more people barge in through that front door, I think everything should be under control. Hopefully. So far, it mostly
I
seems like
certainly
the
would
bird
hope
is
so.
not under control. Not that that's
I
a
think
bad thing,
he's
of course.
perfectly in control.
I mean, bro, just don't wreck that coffee and like.
He doesn't seem like the one who wants to be in control.
Hello Kitty bomb.
I'm already experiencing bizarre things before even attempting.
And is there something particularly wrong? I suppose an all-knowing being of the cosmos is allowed his moments.
Oh, indeed, oh, indeed. Salutations.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, hello. I am going to be departing now. Would like to thank you and yours for welcoming.
Well, of course, my dear. It is lovely to see you and have you. Travel safely.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you.
I think they're about to do that.
Ma'am? Ma'am? I think they're fine. I'm going to pray they're fine.
I'm just gonna choose not to question it. People do magical things and just kind of get around. It's not the first time I've seen people just disappear from in front of me. Bit of a long drop.
I'm sure
deep the
it's
water is.
fine.
They weren't really here long. I guess they didn't find what they wanted.
No.
Maybe.
I spoke with them briefly. I think they were... Not to say that they weren't welcome. No, not at all. However, they were surprised to find their way out the door. But they stayed and they had their peace.
As well when I came in. Certainly my
I
first
certainly
time being
understand.
at an event like this.
I've seen courtrooms like this before. I never quite feel in my element.
What would you say your element would be like then?
A small cabin atop a hill, overlooking a valley, a lake, winding paths through forests and trees. That is my element.
That also does sound like a lovely place. My element is more so meadows and caves, but I can quite enjoy a place like this. The dim lights are nicely not breaking the natural darkness, and the plants have not tried to bite my fingers yet.
Oh no, no. All of these plants are quite kind. If anything, they might be bribed.
Would be fair, yeah.
I'm kidding.
It wouldn't surprise me if they were. I've met some plants that are quite not friendly if not given something.
You mentioned being familiar with forests and caves. I recall once upon a time the people at your station discussing if they would like to come visit.
Yes.
It would be lovely to have company.
It would be lovely to see the place. I've had many curiosities about that area.
If you don't expect something large and grandiose like this, then I'd hope it'll be satisfactory.
I expect forest-like areas. Maybe slight meadows, if I remember the story with the farms correctly. I'm also so very curious about the area the other Levelin lived in. Many curiosities, many ideas in my head.
He stayed for a short time. And then he moved on.
Pardon?
A lot of strange creatures pass through the world, madam.
Oh, sorry,
And
I
everyone's...
could not hear. Oh.
A lot of strange creatures pass through the world, madam. And every once in a while some walk in, some announce themselves, some crash strangely into the door in the middle of the night. He was
Yeah.
one such creature. But all the same deserving of a moment of kindness.
I can agree with that.
Hmm.
And I know the feeling about creatures barging in. I think it was only a few weeks ago a certain Frenchman suddenly appeared back at Babylon again. That was
It's always
quite
the French, isn't it? Hmm.
Certainly, but they do liven up the place.
Hmm.
I'm flattered,
Before
dear.
throwing me through a wall.
What?
Yeah, many things happen. You're curious about going somewhere, they pick you up by a scruff, throw you through a wall, and suddenly you're at the place you were thinking of. So, I don't quite know how it works, and for my own safety, I just choose not to
The
think about it.
French. How strange.
Well, we say strange, but we are in a building conjured up by a fancy owl with individuals from all over the place, including a machine apparently fueled by slime. A
I think that
lady down there, French, Fey.
well, there's different words for strange. I think a better word for today's activities would be whimsical.
Whimsical. You might be onto something. I haven't actually heard anyone use that term in quite a while.
I think it's a word worthy of being used. A unique definition.
Enchanting, maybe.
Certainly, there's quite a number of enchantments in this area.
And please ignore the smell of Quiznos.
What is a Quiznos?
You know, I was asking that myself earlier.
What does
I have not the
Quiz know?
slightest clue. Hmm.
Well, with
Perhaps
the
they
smell, it must
failed
be
their
good
quiz.
recipes.
I thought I smelled bread. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Then again, I'm smelling a lot of things in here. It's been a while since I've been able to walk around without something covering my nose.
I was
been smelling
curious
all day.
about that.
Yes, I had quite the fortunate choice of a potion a couple of hours ago. Well, couple. How long is it now? Around 19 hours ago, which luckily seems to still be functioning.
Dre.
Unfortunately, I imagine as soon as this is over, I'm going to start having to wear that medal again.
Well, until then, it is lovely to see your smile.
And it has been a nice opportunity to also taste some food. Even if most of it looks like it's made with 144 pixels maximum.
Have you tried any of the tea? He did put quite a number of teapots and teacups around it.
I didn't
I'm
quite
glad
have
of
the
such.
chance to. When the robot asked me about tea and wondered what my favorite one was, he kind of deleted the answer as soon as I gave it. Apparently, the concept of pineapple
Oh, I
tea is
recall that.
very quizzical to him.
Pineapple tea?
It's quizzical
You've
to
served me
everyone.
that before, haven't you?
Yes.
A slight tanginess to it, if I recall correctly. The acidity of the pineapple was alright as a brew. Somewhat like orange, but not quite. Definitely very pineapple-y. It was fine. No insult, of course, to you and yours. I believe it is a tea worthy of a single taste, and possibly a rework of the recipe.
That's like
I'm
a
no
marinated
expert in
stew.
tea. Marinated stew?
Hmm.
Well, maybe not marinated stew, more of a marinated delight. Appetizer, if you will.
Hmm.
You can eat it a little
I've
bit, but you grow tired of it eventually.
I've certainly heard of pineapple used in more savory cuisine. It definitely has its.
I always find it better fresh than prepared. At least as soon as you get through the shell. The shell's a bit boring, but good with fiber.
Mm. Something nice to chew on, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. Getting a bit of juice from the pineapple with each bite is just a bonus at that point.
A bit like, like some old fellows and how they chew their tobacco. There's no need to get any of that disgusting flavor in your mouth. You can chew on it all day if you want.
I feel like tobacco might be terrible for that. I feel like bubblegum was much better served for that. Even if it gets boring fast.
Bubble gum?
You've never heard about that before?
Is this an earthly confectionery?
In a way, yes. It's this sap from some kind of tree that's really chewy. So they add a few sweet things like either syrup, flavoring, or sugar to it, and you can just chew on the same thing for a little bit of flavor mixed with your saliva for, well, let's see, hours if you really wanted to.
Hmm.
Tricep
Do you
truly is
actually eat
curious
it?
thing.
Hmm?
I was saying tricep truly is curious. How many things can be made from specific trees if you understand that? You know there's such thing as a rubber tree.
Well, yeah, I knew about rubber trees. I kind of have to know about that. There are many interesting things just stuck in trees. I wonder if there's anything we've missed throughout
Indeed.
evolution so far.
A missing link, perhaps, along the line somewhere.
Possibly.
There's still a long time of discovery left ahead.
Indeed.
A long time would imply an end. I don't think we're ever going to stop discovering things.
Precisely.
And the machine returns. Enjoying your night so far?
Hello. Well, they used me as sort of a portable gramophone for a little while, and then everyone stopped dancing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
All good things must come to an end.
Speaking of both, the good things must come to an end. We were just talking about the universe.
Oh.
I don't hope that's coming to an end anytime soon. That would be quite unfortunate.
It would, wouldn't it? But
Unfortunately,
Yes, that would be absolutely dreadful. Totally not at all cool.
Epic grim of
The
1,000
sincerity of your
miles.
tone is noted.
Yes, I'm totally sincere, can't you tell?
Your smile
This
says
is my
everything,
sincere
sir.
face.
You sound like you're in pain. Oh, then again, knowing you, you probably have multiple other places to go to afterwards, don't you?
I have multiple bodies.
Unfortunately, yeah.
One of them is currently reading all of the copies of Encyclopedia Britannica printed from 1800 onward.
Well, at least it'd be put to good use, I guess.
Fascinating read.
Oh, definitely not. That chassis is needed to be rebuilt several times.
Oh dear.
I see.
Does that one also have a slime, or is it just this one that has a slime?
There's no shortage of eldritch slimes, my dear boy. You just need to know where to look.
More like know where to avoid going. But yeah, having a
I think I
backup
will
plan
take a
for
short walk around.
It's always good to have.
If you are comfortable here.
Oh, I can always go for a walk. These legs were made for walking.
Does anyone know how much longer this whole charade's going to continue?
You may wish to ask the bird in charge.
He's busy with the bubblegum dragon.
Time is it now?
I suppose
It might not go on for much longer.
Yes.
Understood. I suppose
Possibly
I
another
should try
10
and
minutes.
mingle.
I'm not sure.
Indeed. Me as well.
I might have to bully that bird for an answer before he gets too deeply into anything.
Oh, anyone.
Hmm.
Unbelievable. How could this happen? As the kids say, vibing. I don't know. I
It's 1:45.
And then
There he is.
Speaking of birds,
Nah, it's not. I already swiped through them. There's nothing there.
I know. Very
This
unfortunate.
is a clean establishment, sir.
And stupid.
Hello, people that I've never seen before in my whole life.
We proudly display that California Health
How are you
Department's
doing
A
this
ranking on the front sign. I
I'm
will let
very
you know.
tired. I was going
Yeah, no,
to bed,
California's
then
like
I
really,
appeared here.
like really hard to get.
I am
Like, one of those.
transparent.
Like every place is infested with some sort of
yes, I
disease.
noticed that, bud. It's a bit
I'm fine. I'm fine.
ominous.
That's all my nickname.
I do know that if you don't have
Eh.
that little blue A in your front window, you might as well say
Oh,
goodbye to any sort of
dear you
establishment.
are.
Not my proudest one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
California's pretty strict.
maybe because I died a long time ago.
Yeah, I know,
Curious.
but still, that doesn't help all the
Well,
disease
Yes,
that's
I got
spreading along with
died in the
drought
sewers.
and all that stuff, and pretty much everyone
Nothing
is
much.
If there's
gonna
anything that
die.
any of the hosts can do to help you
No,
possibly
fire
fall
again.
asleep easier, then just let it be known.
It's on fire every other year.
And I'm gonna be fine. Everything's
Well,
fine. My eyes
there goes
hurt.
my California trip plans, I guess.
Hmm.
You can still go there.
Fortunate.
Disney's not
I
gonna
must
be
go and
affected.
ask a
Disney's always
question
gonna
before
remain.
it's too late.
I
feel like I should wear that. And plus, I've always heard Northern California is more Oregon.
Hold on,
than
it's time for an
California.
outfit change. Da-da-da-da.
You know,
I've heard most of California burns on the regular.
Yeah. They also
sure
get
they
like
could deal with it by now.
pretty gnarly
Go through the
earthquakes.
stream and tell me exactly what you're telling me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
there's
technically where I come
You know, if I really
from,
had to
the
place a
current
bet on it,
year
I
is
think they had like some sort of magic
1922.
giant dome that they could drop over it.
Yeah,
knows,
y'all
maybe.
really need to hurry
Why,
up.
why are we worried about
I never
flower
get to wear this.
outfit you're wearing.
I kind of
Yeah,
already
I never
have,
get to
darling.
wear
That's
it.
because I have access to
Last time I
infinite
wore it was
corridors
a
of space and
Beltane.
time, but not everyone has the luxury.
Oh, bro, nice.
How do you get access to those, man? That sounds great.
Dressed for such a pretty lady.
Eldritch horrors, dealing with gods and abominations beyond human comprehension. I am a machine.
I mean, what's
Ah,
different
yeah,
about
yeah,
this
you know,
time?
maybe never mind on that one.
Just you and me here sitting together.
Ooh.
It does help with the whole, negating all of the nasty side effects, at least in my opinion. Most of them can be pros depending on your point of view.
Mm.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Would you like to do it?
Not many times I get to sit next to a member of the Rogues Gallery.
Doing just fine.
Rogues Gallery, whatever do you mean?
I am enjoying doing doing the
Was telling the dream
vibing.
version of an enemy
I don't
that
know
they're
if
an
I've met
enemy, make them
everyone
an
yet.
enemy.
But
Question. You.
I've mostly just been
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
to
test
see
you.
people.
I'm just a tailor robot. I'm totally normal. I totally haven't murdered several
one on your
people
spine.
that you know and love and
okay.
cherish dearly. No, not at all.
Would you like
I
that?
think that would be neat.
She's about to back up into the water.
I didn't know.
Follow me.
Not a word.
Hilarious if you did.
Oh.
Let's not start having accidents in this place.
I would like to introduce you to this lovely gem that just joined us. If you would introduce yourself to her.
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin', G? No, they speak my language, bro. I got a lot of them today.
This host's name is Hunter. He's our very laid-back individual.
Yo, it's good.
This lovely man with the very fetching fur coat and trophies upon his spiked pauldrons is what is it? Mr.
Dwayne
Pebble?
Donson. Yeah, they call me the Pebble though.
I am the tailor of the Needle and Thread Club at your service. And this is Madame.
Bonjour.
Madame what?
She is friendly.
Excuse me, Madame.
Madame, these nuts.
Mademoiselle.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, well, like
You seem to have a negative reaction to the word Needle and Thread Club.
No, I didn't. No, I had a completely normal reaction.
You sure about that?
Yep.
Then it got bad again.
Lovely.
I know.
Just.
That's a very nice feeling, right? Fine.
That does remind me, Mr. Taylor.
Oh, he's interested in her.
If I remember correctly, the
Yes,
best of
darling.
these roses
I'm
were for
eavesdropping on
love.
that.
So I offer you one of these roses for the fact that one day I would love to dismantle you.
Hold on. I'm gonna step away for a moment.
Did our owl get taken
Oh,
We're going to need to look at this dream.
how kind.
He flexed a little bit.
I need you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I need you to let me hide behind you.
Well, ain't that
I need you to
nice?
be my wall.
Pretend we are still in
If I could
battle.
do that.
You know, my mouth doubles as a paper shredder.
I see. Video randomly ended from the stream.
That's a neat trick. You do that at parties more often. That's pretty cool.
Stolas is struggling.
And you just
Listen to make
integrate a
confetti
glove.
one day.
Yeah.
allow me. Like,
I love confetti.
Maybe then you'll be able to bath if you just make enough confetti.
He
and
really
let it
is.
all
I
out
wish
again.
you'd speed it
What do
up.
I know?
All I know,
I think everybody up here is like
I
side
don't
this
know,
together.
that felt very familiar.
I was
I've seen
practicing
this.
energy
I've seen
manipulation in my hotel room for like
My
literally
hearing is not the greatest.
I have come to retrieve you.
20 hours straight?
Stolas is here, so this might be his doing.
Oh, they're definitely enjoying it, don't they?
Apologize, the flux. Don't worry about the why.
Indeed, those two have been so close to each other
Live in the moment, eh,
the
Captain?
entire time.
Is it better?
Oh, hello, my dear. You.
Indeed.
And I think they're both in the
Hello
same
again,
world, if I
Lucy.
remember correctly.
Unlikely.
What a,
Well,
what
hello.
a fetching,
I
The
wonder
same
if there's
world.
flourish outside
such
here.
marvelous color.
It's okay, it
Oh,
happens
thank
pretty
you.
frequently. It's very
It
easy
just
to
stuck
do.
to my skin.
I don't know your name.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure?
Hi, I'm Maria.
Fine.
Pleasure to meet you, Maria.
The vibe real.
We're gonna do something kinky.
Nice to meet you. Your horn is very sparkly. That's cool.
Help me.
Well, you have 3 of them.
Mr. Teddy Bear, help
Or
me.
is that your hair?
Help me.
It's.
Mr.
What
Teddy Bear
gel
isn't
do you
available
use
to
for
take
that?
with
That's
me.
amazing.
I don't know what's
This is the
going on,
first
bro.
time
I'm just
I've
like
been
watching it.
I didn't even hear what they said,
I
bud.
did have 2
I don't know.
sons, but since then I've had
They said they were
peculiar
going to do
habits.
something.
Sorry, I'm not looking at
I know it's
you.
not
I'm
very
actually
good.
looking
Oh
at
dear.
It's
any of the
cool.
large
Well,
creatures on the other
it's-
side.
No, he's doing the
Ah.
gargoyle. He's practicing his gargoyle.
You're quite the fair looking
No,
person.
thank you.
Well, you've been enjoying yourself.
See, there we go. He
I
does the
tried.
the
Oh,
dance move so well.
quite well. Though I feel like I should have probably drank a bit more before coming here. Party's getting
My
quite lively
favorite
now.
spot. Pat, pat,
Indeed.
pat, pat, pat.
And your blush is so cute.
I always love seeing a good
I'm not blushing, you're
menagerie
blushing.
of different people.
Oh,
I find it entertaining that most everybody is
It
talking.
is quite fascinating.
Indeed.
Perhaps I am.
suppose the easiest to
In the
tease always
presence of
attract
someone such as
attention.
you.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've heard too much about yourself,
very
darling.
nice.
Would you mind telling me a little bit about it?
About sorry, I've brain stopped for a bit. Could you repeat yourself?
I have an
Really?
intuition.
I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks.
Oh, well, yeah, there isn't really much
After all,
to
it's a
say.
unicorn's job to make sure that
You've
fair
spoken
ones
with a
such
lot
as
of my
you
officers from what I've seen
kept
walking past the park.
taken
I
care
work
of.
in that station with the rest of the police
Wait,
as
you're a
an armorer.
unicorn? Like, actually?
So mostly I'm just a man who
Mhm.
crafts a lot.
That's cool.
Indeed.
Much
I'm a critic, though. I do find fascination in others' stories. I'm sure there's more to you than just the crafter.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
expect
always
that outcome
more to
I hope
people
not to
than
shell
the
shock you too
surface
much,
says.
then.
Like I
Indeed.
could say
Say
I'm a
that
rat,
again?
but not a lot of rats
I
have
wish not to
scales
shell shock
or
you then.
Well, so
bright
far.
white eyes.
I
Oh,
enjoy
that's
visiting
good.
some person.
Hey, how many? Do you
Indeed.
guys want to like go to the
Maybe
staircase
a
back
little
there
bit
and
So
like
while I am
just
a
be
rat,
like,
I'm also a
sha la
It's
critic.
la
really
la la
nice.
la
It's
my
very
oh my, you know,
flattering.
Elaborate,
it's
to
a
be
good
more
Ooh.
specific.
It is quite
Yeah, we can do
Tall,
that, bro. I
handsome
think I'm gonna head
unicorn
out.
man.
for a little
Elaborate.
bit,
Yeah,
but we
that's
could do
so
that
Oh,
funny.
now
before
you're
then.
actually
can see.
making
That sounds
That's funny.
familiar.
Bro, I'm
I
about to
mean,
like fucking pass the fuck
Well, I had
out,
no
but
clue
yeah.
what
things
elaborate
be
was
so
before I
informative.
became it. And I'm still
Yeah.
sort of trying to
Hey,
figure
we're gonna go
all
sing
that
at him,
stuff
make a
out.
kiss or something.
There's some
Now,
turkey over there.
you are at a host.
Could you remind me a
And
little
is
bit
there
about
anything
what
I
it
can do
is?
to make you more comfortable for
It
your
seems to be a
time?
rodent-like
It is
creature
almost palpable
that
and
lives in
infuriating
wetlands
to
and
edge it
breathes
on.
Maybe, I don't really know.
Some have been reading
Interesting.
stories or just
That's at
Breathes
least what I've.
poison?
Then again, it is always
Yes.
fun to tease friends.
I think that would be
Seen some-
nice.
And if I hadn't had a
Do you
bit of a
have
potion
stories to
before
tell?
coming in here, I would be needing to wear
It depends
breathing
on
aids so I wasn't
what type
breathing
of
poison
story
on
you're
everyone.
interested in hearing.
You did tell that
Then
to
again,
dear
if you'd like to confess
Caspian,
by the end
didn't
of this night, I
you?
will be
I remember now.
disappointed in it a bit.
Indeed.
I can't really think of anything. My
As
my
soon,
brain
if I remember
isn't working
correctly,
so well
in
for some
2
reason.
hours the potion's gonna wear off and I'm gonna start breathing
I wonder
poison
why.
again.
It could have
Oh
Unfortunate
been.
dear.
sacrifice for this evolution, but
I do agree.
you never gain anything without a little bit of sacrifice, I guess.
Well, like horror.
Hmm.
I like
Well,
fantasy.
if you sacrifice too much, then what do you really
I
gain?
don't know, I like all kinds of stuff. But horror is my favorite because it's
I
spooky.
mean, that's a
I
very
like scary
poetic way to
things.
look at it.
I
Fortunately,
know a
for now, I
wonderful
haven't
horror
sacrificed
story.
too much.
One that I don't
I
think
still feel
many
like
have
myself,
read.
Hello, teddy bear.
for the most
Have you
part.
ever heard
That's
of a
good.
story called Whale?
Still remain you.
No,
Still remain yourself,
Would you
darling.
like to read?
That's what makes you special.
I would like to very much.
That's what
I wouldn't want to
happens
be
when
anyone
you're
else
homosexual,
but who I am
Mr.
now,
Teddy
so
Bear.
So far.
I don't intend to
Okay.
change that at any point.
Don't forget
There's
how
a thing.
You do something that a lot of people don't know how to do.
Oh,
You
well.
love yourself.
Yeah.
Many people can say that these days.
There are too many people with eyes on them outside
I
eyes.
thought that was always
You'd be
step one.
How's your
surprised.
evening going, darling?
What is it?
Good.
Yeah.
That's the
Lovely.
funny thing.
Bro, I think I'm gonna
It is
head
step
out.
I've
one.
been
But yet so
sucking
many
many times.
people don't know how to do it.
It like people that will be easily tricked.
Is that why people come to these places?
Have a good one, bro.
Well, usually if they feel lonely and they want attention from attractive people, they come to host clubs and stuff.
See y'all later.
I will file that under my knowledge bags. I had no idea that's what I was provided.
It's pain. I just need a little push.
Well,
You're an attractive
you know,
robot.
I really do.
Well, thank you,
I
darling.
thought we were gonna provide that.
You have
but no.
a name.
Still glad I came. This
I
is
know you have a name.
quite
Did
the
not go through with the
experience.
plan.
Oh, there's still cuddling.
Alright, there's only so much one can do without going too far.
Oh, yeah, still.
Yes, it has been an experience I believe that one would call pretty chill, yo.
Smush their faces together, but
Yeah.
that seems a little bit
I think that would be a
Pretty
bit
chill.
too
A pretty once in a lifetime experience. I don't imagine we're gonna
And
sit
things
that close
haven't
next time we
been-
meet.
This method of treatment is a form of therapy.
No.
Utilized for patients.
No, we really won't.
Set a table with
And
shit.
luckily
Next
it
time would be
hasn't
great
been
for
too
another story.
chaotic.
I mean, we can also
we
just
could,
shove
like-
them into a closet together and lock the closet.
It's true. It's true. That also seems a bit forward, though. Like that was a subtle one. That's kind of like.
I do miss
smashing their faces together.
doing these sorts of things.
Or just go to.
Last time I went on one of these excursions, it was with the Kochino Yakuza. It wasn't a host club, it was just a party. Lots of different peoples from all over the place showed up. It was a lovely little soiree.
Forward.
Nah, I don't believe
But,
it.
Well, I'm sure if you change your profession a bit, you could show up at more
Empty
parties.
the room without any of them noticing.
Oh, darling.
That is a good idea.
Parties are Taylor's specialty.
I think they actually notice.
Why do I feel
You
like
have to
I'm
frequent
danger when you
many
say
parties to know the latest fashion.
I concluded with
They,
give him some time. Give him some time. They'll
Yeah,
get to it
very
eventually.
fair.
At least what I know.
Mr.
This
Cave,
is some
man.
kind of
I don't think they can hear
dreamscape
us
made by
from
stolas.
One of them is definitely looking at us.
Is that duck a ghost? I can see right through them.
That is not a
Yeah,
friend.
I saw him die. Yes, that's a ghost. Oh,
It's a ring Stolas gave me.
He's a
I
return.
remember seeing somebody eat
He's
his
the
soul,
kind of
so I'm
thing
pretty
that
sure
can
it's a
turn back and
memory and
forth.
not a ghost.
It's for my things to
I
do
don't
in
entirely know
Portal.
how that
I am
It's
here.
not elaborated.
You're
Anomalies.
still trying to go and get them together?
I am here. I'm not a memory. I'm real. As real as I can be.
Like that looks like lip
Sure
lock to
thing,
me.
Chief.
You keep
That
telling
looks like
yourself
lip lock
that.
to me.
You're about as clear as cellophane, darling.
I think that
I am real.
Quite what happened.
I am.
It's always good to see a brother.
You are slightly see-through there.
He's one of those anomalies
find
that
that
keep
one.
coming back after death.
Yeah,
In
bro.
more hilarious ways.
Huh.
Why are you?
Hello.
Grandmasters to stand.
I'm back.
That's so weird.
He's a ghost.
Gossiping about
Whoa.
Is he though?
Repatriate.
Well, he's
Yes.
gotta be something.
If I can remember my gruesome, painful deaths, then yes, maybe.
Entertainment.
I'm gonna be real with you. We've lost so many people in the Scions off and on. My brain has just started forgetting.
Ancient forms of entertainment.
You haven't noticed one guy sounding the exact same every time?
I don't believe I've killed anyone in the Scions.
Put it that way.
What?
Not yet.
Or something.
There's still time.
Indeed.
Would you have had a reason to?
Indeed.
Should be here.
I've killed a few people in the Syndicate, darling.
They wouldn't be as fun to kill as the Imperials. They already.
Hello there, I'm the tailor.
Hello, Mr. Taylor. I am many names.
You're
I
adorable.
am Duck. It's a lady again.
I thought you were a goose.
And
Ghost
such a
duck.
gorgeous
Hello, lady.
duck you are.
Roast
You said you were heading out.
No,
right?
I'm quite hideous.
Yeah, no, we
Most
got,
people
like,
find
20
me,
more minutes
repulsing.
before I think
Oh, 20.
Bird Bro said we gotta
Wow.
shut down, so yeah.
Darling, the voices on the outside want me to do this. May I pat your head affectionately?
Okay.
Like 20 more minutes, I'm alright.
Touch
my
it.
throat's time to give
I'm going to jump off.
I think
Just 2
I
pats.
do, right?
Only 2.
I really
And then I look down at that couple down
voice for
there.
this.
Best restraint.
Oh, yeah, well,
That's why you go
Thank
for
you,
They don't have
voices
any
on
weird
the
rules.
outside.
He had some rules about touch.
Thank
You
you.
must
down
really
the
like
neck
the
and
clitoris.
fixes the boy thing.
They are whooping happily.
No.
I've gone through like 3 cups of water.
Goes back up the neck.
I haven't had anything to drink.
At the Scion, help.
Entire
Help me.
You probably
my throat's about to.
No!
No
What do
one
you
can
want me
say
to
it
do?
now,
About to
Goose.
fucking give out, but like 20 more minutes of it, and I'll
I-
be
I-
able to. It's all good.
There,
I thought that was a duck.
Yeah. I mean, I had to go make like a sandwich.
Don't-
Goose, duck, they're both
He
birds.
said he was called Doug, but I
like
look at
him
that
up
head and all I
next,
see is
dear.
a goose.
They're
Yeah, I am
waterfowl.
both.
Yeah, those munchies.
Yeah, waterfowl.
What did you just say? Oh yeah, that.
Bro, fucking munchies are kicking in
close
high
enough.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can say Vulcan, unless you can see through this.
A very tiny thing approaches.
I said kitsune. That's basically a Vulcan.
Yeah.
Rude.
Bonjour, darling.
Not at all.
You got a lot. I believe I have seen a few of the.
Yeah, I really do.
Are you a time spirit? I believe that's what they call
I
those.
don't know why people think my name's so funny.
Yes.
Dwayne Donson, man. That's
Welcome to.
right on where I'm from.
I've met a few of your ilk.
Dwayne
Lovely
Rock Johnson?
individuals.
No, I'm Dwayne the
Still
Pebble
trying
Yeah.
to get bearings on everything. It's
I've seen
overwhelming.
some around.
Gotta be a joke
the-
name.
I hope you understand.
I've seen around others around. I remember specifically one that wears a hat.
Yeah, I think they did.
Not my hat, but it was like an officer uniform almost. I don't know.
They might be in the
Wait,
middle.
is that a cock in your eye?
To think a time
I
spirit
can't tell
would be
that
late.
much, but
Yes.
What time is it?
It's
That's
not
the
how that
thing.
works.
Time
I
and
don't know.
spirits don't count.
Oh,
Be very
is
compressive.
Neat.
does it not
Yep.
function?
On time.
good stuff right there.
Feel the tension from here.
At the moment,
That's what
no.
we're here
It
for.
is just how my eyes have changed while being underneath stolas.
Introduce you to some of the house.
Where would the clock be in eyes?
Oh, you're one of Stolas' people. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a warlock underneath
I
him.
hope your night is enchanting.
And how's that going for you, darling?
Your eyes are.
Going well so far. Waiting for Stolas to
My dear,
Much appreciated.
call me for one of the first missions. It's been a recent development,
if she's with
being
you
underneath him.
after all.
I see.
You proposed to me.
Oh, good luck.
Oh.
Well, thank you. It will be a experience, to say the least.
Then they moved away.
Hello.
Now they're back.
I've only ever met Mr. Stolas in the Veils Beyond Canonicity, so
We're hosts here, you know.
we've yet to be introduced proper.
I mean, I don't really know.
No, he was
I do
just
enjoy
walking
his
along
work,
the
though.
way.
Over there.
I'm like a freak all around, but you know, I'm Hunter, you know.
I'm sure he'll be
party
around.
animal, you know.
Oh no, we've met, darling. I'm just talking about timey-wobbly, wibbly-wobbly memery.
Dwayne Donson. My friends call me the Pebble.
Tiny one.
Whatever exists beyond what we know feasible, blah blah, something along those lines.
It's so similar.
Indeed.
I've heard before.
Oh, I got
They're
you.
moving. They're moving. Oh, it's.
Sodomy, please.
Yo, I think they want to make it official.
We're about to have an announcement, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everybody gather up around here. We're about to have an
Yo, come on,
announcement.
bro.
The voices in my head are talking to me.
There's so many voices in the heads.
Come along.
Come on.
Here.
Oh,
Right?
shit,
Go up here,
nah,
no,
They're coming. They're coming over here.
bro.
Come up here.
We didn't need to move actually, I don't know.
Words.
Announcements are fun.
Place. Whole person.
Peace.
We will get everyone here for this.
We can do this next week.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be nice.
It's
It's not
Catholic.
immediate.
Are they getting married?
To everybody here, we have an announcement that needs to be made. Our dear Mr. Adam here has proposed to the wonderful hostess here this evening.
Oh, bro.
And she has accepted.
Congratulations, brother.
I wish I could.
Congrats.
How lovely.
Spreading news.
How delightful.
If you'd like to, you should share a
broke so
kiss to
fast.
commemorate this evening for your love and undying affection. If you
No
so
peer
wish.
pressure.
They grow up
But
so fast.
beyond that, we have around 15 more minutes until this host club will find its doors closed. So enjoy your evenings with your hosts, everybody, and thank you for coming through. You are free to continue as you will. Carry on.
Congratulations.
This is going on the record as one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced.
Such a delightful event.
Yeah.
Shit.
You won't remember any of it.
Please no.
That was ominous.
No.
Do I need to do
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy has done some wacky shit.
Well, I mean, yeah. Me? He's wacky?
Do it,
Totally not.
Do it. Just kiss already.
The Elder Troll is
Dad,
wacky.
Don't be shy.
you see her standing there across the way.
I guess we're going to do again.
Not to say, but there's something about her.
Please, Twitch, don't mute the VOD.
I don't know where we are.
Sorry.
Although Rob is in a dream.
Why, you're saying you don't like this challenge at all?
May the Twitchy
Look, I'm a crazy bastard, but even I don't fight Disney, alright? I have standards.
This is real. I know they would be made as real.
Balls of top, congratulations, yes.
That's
It
doesn't count if you sing it really out of tune, right?
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh, God.
But congratulations
Please, no.
to you two. I'm sure your wedding will be wonderful.
And one we shall surely remember.
Quite the cold shot.
You need a wedding dress? Call me.
Yeah.
I think that's
Or a tuxedo. I do. I make everything, darling.
I mean, or both.
Let's go down. To the
Actually, that does remind me.
If we have a bit more time.
The rest of the window still of your shop in the tripod button was destroyed. You still have something like that around.
Oh, it's supposed to be wherever you get them from.
Yeah.
So will you also trip in this dream?
We're going to change the subject now.
Will you also come up in this dream, or you just walk into it?
You can't even get my name
It's a
right.
lovely dream
Summoned by
for you.
Stolas.
DDR. Mr. Pebble.
You can root through the rubble all you want there, rats. I suppose that's more apropos.
Confusion.
That would be rude.
It is Pride Month
Going
after
through
all,
something
so
so
that is
dead.
quite normal.
Nah, Just Dance is pretty lit. Pretty cool.
And you
Fair enough.
perfectly understand what's going on here.
For my
Don't you, my dear astronaut?
Well, they're happy.
I do.
Yeah, did they even know each other before
How
this?
wonderful.
Or did they decide on marriage after talking for like an
My
hour and a
dear
half?
student is enjoying so many fine luxuries this evening. That's quite rare.
To my knowledge, anyway.
Wild. Hey, you know what?
You are
An hour
free
and a half,
to
all it
continue
takes.
to intermingle and do as you will. Unless you'd like something personal from anybody, in which case then quite simply wander up.
went from like official host clubbiness.
Gathering your berries.
We don't, you know.
I think it's that,
Even though you
It's just overwhelming.
Could
I didn't get
yeah,
that
Discord
far,
already
but
moved
you
this
know,
in two
like,
parts. Either
I got you.
I think they're
can
having a
we
good time over there.
start a lesson tonight or set a time for
Wherever
so I have
Homer
to set
like
it in the
is.
future.
Be acquainted with one of our hosts.
Been a good
And
night,
make
though.
it towards that kind of
I've enjoyed it.
We shall schedule one for next Wednesday.
Always enjoy a good
How does
opportunity
that
to
sound?
spin my yarn.
difficult to see in the
Well,
rain
good. I'm
and
not gonna
night.
pressure
The
you
blocked
with
water where her leg
My
was
studious
dipped
little
into
girl.
seemed slightly
sure
darker
we'll be
than the
fine.
rest of the surrounding water.
Carry on.
You okay there, Shaw? The old man hollered, catching the student's attention. Quickly by.
No, you're doing all right, little spirit.
Okay, sign with her
Yeah.
fingers.
I'm doing fine. It's better than
Yeah, this was your first time
trying to
like
swim
pretty
for an
bad,
ocean
don't
after being abandoned on a mission.
But you know, it makes for like some great memories of parties. It's like my favorite. It's like going to Dionysus. I don't really remember what
Yeah,
happened.
the next thing
But
happened
the that were made.
with
have to agree.
Some other time
It's
spirits.
interesting.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good
I
time.
don't know. I haven't heard much.
But good vibes all around.
Yes, the time spirits are doing some strange things at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be fine.
I'm not the most social person, but I enjoy meeting other people.
Oh yeah.
I have confidence in you, Lord.
Shroom daddy.
Drinking
You are
kind
all
socials don't
wonderful,
before you be antisocial right out of
wonderful
you.
creatures.
Oh, absolutely. Alcohol does it. There's a reason why it's liquid courage. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
it
that's
really
a
does, you know,
but
loses the
yeah.
lips.
Glad to hear that.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of the times I just kind of manage to.
Yeah, nah, probably for the best. Like if he hears you say it, he might get the wrong
If you need
idea.
anything, don't be afraid to ask, and I'll be able to attend to you.
I appreciate the offer.
But of course.
Thank you.
Well, we got about 10 minutes.
Enjoying yourself?
Oh, yes,
Final
indeed.
drink.
I just sort of lost in
Are you
thought
sure?
for a
You
moment.
seem. That's understandable.
Get your water, Crystal Pepsi.
I just noticed you swaying back and forth.
So if you do my
I'll be right back.
Your hands together.
Oh, yeah, there.
You know her?
As I've said multiple times today, these legs were made for standing still some places just make me go big back and forth.
Alright, I got the keg of ale. Who wants a
I can understand that.
Like big dumb kind of flesh creature for like a few chapters. After that, he becomes essentially a far superior human being.
Anybody want some ale?
There's something concerning about just hearing somebody mention
I
flesh
still have my
creature
one.
across the room.
You're a big teddy bear.
Indeed, he has been quite talking about quite the horrors, hasn't he?
Certainly. I'm sure when I leave here, I am not going to sleep tonight. Just for safety reasons.
Most likely.
What?
How so?
I'm always in danger.
Still, wouldn't trade it for
Yep, as
anything.
they would say, sleep with one eye open, darling.
I'll sleep with both eyes open just this time.
Yes, darling. You would be in danger.
But again, I wouldn't change this for anything. I wouldn't have had such a lovely time with him if we had met outside this place. Then I'd probably have had a hole in me in 10 seconds.
Indeed.
It's like when people friend each other, like over.
Quite fatal.
Like
I got tea.
Indeed.
with a screen.
I'd have a hole in me, he would have been, or he would have been exploded. Either way, it would have been messy and not as interesting as tonight has been.
Like they would argue on both sides.
Indeed, indeed.
They would hear each other. It's like a radio.
It's almost a shame that it's gonna end soon.
Far more advanced than that.
I believe you're talking about a cross-point commentary.
Indeed. Is there anything you wish to do before we close out?
Can I have milk also? I like it with milk.
Not that I can think of right now. I've gotten a nice conversation with everyone. Learned a bit about everyone. He did mention forgetting this, so I feel sort of like I should write this down into a book somewhere. Just for safety reasons.
Yeah.
I'm be straight
You know
on.
what they say? Cinderella and all that stuff. True love.
Oh, darling. Oh, sweet little darling.
Did you check?
You know, that time
Anyway.
saying darling made me very concerned compared to the other times where it sounded normal.
If she's a black, right? Maybe it's like that obsidian glass or whatever.
Thank you.
If only you knew.
It sounds painful to walk in.
As long as there's no sharp edges to it.
I'm surrounded by entities that think they know so much. God damn it.
I mean,
This is why I stay to
Oh,
submit.
please.
As far as I'm aware, there could be not sharp edges.
Oh, please, we're simply just dreamers and nothingness. Well, idiots. Inside of a library, if you will. Illiterate in the library, even.
I'll see you later, feather scars.
Yeah, brother, good job.
Just what the world is meaning. Oh?
He's just running out with their
They
evening.
proposed and all, boy. Aren't they still on the clock?
Wear protection!
I think that's the point of this collaboration.
There's no one dead. I don't think they need protection.
Not all of the operation.
That was very quick, though.
Moshkunipa.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. They speed ran romance.
Moshkunipa. Moshkunipa means me. I don't know.
Ah. Oh no, wait, she's running back in. She escaped.
So, stolas. Can I get my payment?
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Can I get my payment?
You'll get your payment in the mail.
Good.
Yeah, I gotta collect the paycheck. Wait, we're getting paid?
Now be sure to give him a good evening.
Said that? I will.
Go on now. Have fun with the Twilight Boy.
We're getting paid?
How cute.
That's not a bad thing, I just didn't know.
No. She thinks we're getting paid. No, this is pure blood sport.
Payment and party, am I right?
Are you getting paid?
Absolutely.
No.
Well, let's see. And how are you, my dear?
Once again, from across the room, I hear eldritch tentacles breaking out of somewhere.
You seem a little tense. You're doing all right.
I feel like I should have unequipped spine.
Tends to happen.
Yeah, well, yes, but we don't want it to happen.
Indeed. It seems as if they just don't know how to have a friendly environment. But I guess that is their character after all.
Their character?
Enjoy your evening, my dear.
I mean,
I am enjoying
Their personality.
Do you have
yeah,
any tea though?
they're quite the interesting one.
Don't forget how much we love
Indeed. But the interesting one.
I much appreciate it. I'm sure my
You won't forget for me, will you?
I don't remember what they go by. I remember. I'm sure my boss will much appreciate it.
How wonderful. And call me if you need me, my dear. Being an introverted little boy.
No, I'm having a lovely conversation here with Madame, talking about this place and stories, and hearing concerning sentences from across the room. Suddenly you hear giant monsters, then you hear them talk about tentacles. It's curious to ponder what they might be talking about.
Likely their fetishes. You know how these people are with their strange affinities and whatnot.
Oh, indeed. Though also, since I have you, since I know time is running out,
But
you said those roses down there was for showing appreciation, indeed. So then I'd like to offer you one as appreciation.
Confessions of love and such. Oh, you'd like to take me over there then?
Oh, no,
By all means, let us be away.
I was thinking
Oh, you took one, oh.
As a thanks for this place. It has been quite the lovely night.
I don't like that, Peyton. I don't like that bureau.
I appreciate it, my dear, dear Mortons. I shall take this rose and I shall wear it for all my days. All just for you, my dear. Are you struggling right now?
Struggling with.
Have you ever been spoken this way to before?
Not that I can remember now.
Do you enjoy it, my dear, dear
Certainly an experience.
But of course, my dear, I am all about giving new experiences.
I'm sure you are.
But I must begin rallying together everybody for the final goodbyes, as we are going to be closing momentarily. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my dear Mortons.
I will be sure to.
Now then, to my hosts, my dear lovely, lovely hosts, begin gathering everyone back in the center area. We're about to
We're
close
alright,
out for
bros.
the evening.
Probably alright. Oh, I gotta gather over here.
Did they ever leave?
That's okay. I think
I
that
don't
was a
know,
pretty
bro.
good stopping point.
I don't think they did.
I don't know.
Indeed. Always good to have a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Playing lip guitar.
I'm glad you liked it.
You tell it really well. You're a good storyteller.
We'll wait for everyone to arrive.
I've read it a few times aloud to other people, but nobody...
Ooh, fluffy teddy bear.
So you're getting married, huh?
Yeah.
I've spilled the news.
Very nice teddy bear.
Getting hit.
Good friend. I
How's
consider
the
you a
teddy bear
friend.
going?
How long have you known this person or been dating this person?
No, we do not.
As those
Got two coming.
I did a little bit longer than 3.
3?
What's a little bit longer?
Okay, I believe we're all here now.
Like 2 days?
Like 5 minutes.
Wonderful.
That'll be
You are
To
3
everybody
hours.
that has
Thank you for
arrived
coming.
to our dear ending section of our Syndicate hosted host club, tell me, my dears and my
Thanks for having
lovelies, have
me.
you enjoyed your evenings?
Yes.
That was pretty
Appreciate the invite.
Absolutely.
Good evening, brothers.
How wonderful.
Yeah,
If you'd like for us to host more of these, then by all means just prod and poke at your local syndicate leadership, and they'll likely figure out a date or time to torture us once more with these strange host clubbed events. We'll do them more often if you so prefer. But I appreciate your attendance and arrival unto our dear garden. Our hosts, we all love and respect and care for each of you. Happy Pride Month, and I'm very appreciative of you being here. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say prior to the ending of this, as we will be closing the garden here up momentarily?
Doesn't look like it.
Thank you.
Where am I?
Yeah, thanks.
Why am I
God.
transparent?
Yeah, thank you,
lovely
brother. It's been a good
Why
party.
am I talking to a teddy
It's
bear?
been
Very
lovely.
cool, yeah.
Because it's a strange
Don't worry about
world.
Why
Then,
am I transparent?
This is not a dream, right? I'm not dreaming, right?
pinch yourself.
Maybe we're all
I got
dreaming
this.
the same dream.
Ah! Yeah, this is not a
Doesn't
dream.
seem like it.
Shall I fence
Oh,
the bell,
yeah.
sir?
No, it'll be all right. To all of our guests, it is time to be on your way. To our hosts, you are free to give them your final goodbyes. Any words of love you wish to do so on your way out the door. I appreciate you once again, and thank you for coming through and supporting our lovely syndicate. Ta-ta now, as the people say, shoo scatter, do as you will. Carry on.
Yay! My
Don't
eyes
push that.
hurt.
Thank you for telling me your stories, Pebble. It was nice
Hey,
meeting
no
you.
problem. Thanks for listening.
And
Good to meet you,
I
too.
hope you enjoy that
Did you have fun?
peg of ale that's left to you.
Yeah. So how long
Oh, I
is
will.
longer than
Back to
3?
my travels.
Y'all have a good one,
How was the rest
bros.
of your
You
evening?
made it really
3 hours?
Go on,
And I've been
Miss Dragon. It
4?
was nice meeting you. I hope you have a time.
I also have a
Always
mandatory.
have a tendency of
I need a
doing so.
dating counselor.
Catty bye, darling.
You and I know not to
Good
do
luck.
in that
So
show.
on, etc.,
Can I hire that?
I don't know what love is. We know it's other than more than that. We know it's other than longer than that.
We need to get
You
into
enjoyed
dating
the-
counseling.
I guess it's like the fairy tales, love at first sight.
Yeah, it's like the,
Aurelia.
I could really use one.
It's not the first.
That was good. You were kind and
We know each other longer than that, right?
yes.
Someone wants to talk to you, dear.
For you, please take care of my dear friend here.
Yo.
As best as you can.
Through a lot.
And I hope you two
Always.
the best of times.
Kindness that you are deserving.
I'm sending you to
Adam,
war.
you've tried jumping off a cliff before to fly.
Not another one.
Yeah, you're going to war. That's how I fix the
Adam,
Told him all
you
the
say-
warnings.
Oh no.
Adam, you say that, but
Can I just take them to
you
the
say that, but you tried to jump off a cliff to fly before. So
Thank you for.
He's not even allowed to
Oh,
jump off the
right.
stairs. I have wings.
Incident.
Thank you also.
I don't have
Wait,
wings
why don't
even. I slipped off a rock.
Quite lovely.
Uh-huh.
That's not what I've
Especially
heard
Yeah,
about.
we all heard the story.
Yes.
You
Start
slipped off
heading
the
your
rock.
way to
Get
the
wrong.
entrance, everyone.
Splat.
I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, that's the story.
Posting
Will
this
it
for us is
return
a
us
great
where we
idea.
So
need to
long.
be?
Definitely.
Yes.
And you.
Yes.
It was nice seeing you. I hope to see you again sooner, rather than later.
Chew us all
It's
out.
good to see you as well.
I mean,
remember you always
they're not
spoke
wrong.
like a
History of
traveler.
the cosmos. There was no the jump.
Sounds like I'll need to
Carry
bring a
on.
notebook.
And the splash.
Oh, I better get
Yes,
going.
absolutely.
Travel
Enjoy the rest of
safely.
your day.
That's
Carry on,
Be
my
well,
dear
beloved
astrolog.
Rack.
It's been my pleasure.
We're going back now?
Yeah, I'm coming back to
How
your
am I
room.
supposed to roleplay a oblivious dumbass that doesn't get blushy if I myself am getting blushy?
Understandable. People just meet each other for 3 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna get married.
Don't they call it love at first sight?
It's
What,
all
you're
your
not leaving
fault,
with-
people.
You're not leaving with your wife? You're not leaving with your wife?
It's not just that, but
I am. I am.
Like with my character,
I am.
Oh, hello. I am here also. I
Everyone's
was not
making
expecting an
fun
invite. I
of
was
Adam
vibing
for having
with
to
friends,
know one.
and then suddenly I got
I
3
literally
invites from
said to
Graham
him,
with the
"I'm
stolas
going
picture,
back
and
to
I
your
went,
room.
oh,
That's where I'm going."
what is he doing?
Host
I spawn and he's like, welcome to Host Club, and I'm like, I got a fucking invite? What? Okay.
I just wanna lay for a
I
second.
didn't realize that I
wasn't
would
sure
have
what was
gotten
going on.
an
I
invite
got
as a
that invite.
Patreon
Like, I didn't know if you
so,
needed
like,
more people or for something or anything. That's
and
why
he,
I
like,
appeared invisible.
tagged me in amphitheater and was like, come through, and I was like, well, now
Listen,
I
I
guess
did
I
better than
have
this,
to.
okay? It wasn't
It's just because I'm
not under a
Stolas'
minute.
warlock. I
It was
don't
under
know
3
what
hours.
They called this uncanon, but
I just throw
This is
I
fun,
just
though.
throw
This
money
is
at the
pretty in
Syndicate
character
every
and
month
pretty
because
canon.
I have disposable income.